Traveling across the country in my hatchback camper. Part 17. I woke up from my spot here on Wait a Bit Campground, just outside of Golden, another free campground in BC. Just been chilling in my car. Probably gonna take it pretty easy today. Not sure where I'm headed off to. Probably off to Revelstoke or somewhere close. Alright, before we take off here, we're gonna go check out the campground a bit. I think we're near some water, so I think there's a creek. And yeah, I pulled in here really late last night, so I didn't really get to check out many campsites, but there's so many nice campsites here. Much better than mine. Then I went to go try and find another free campground for the night, and unfortunately this attempt was unsuccessful. I didn't think my car was going to make it in any further. I saw a couple trucks and vans in there, but they're much higher off the ground, so... Really too bad though, because it really did look like a good spot with some picnic tables. Then we found our spot for the night, right off of Otter Lake near Armstrong, but honestly it wasn't one of my favorite spots. Did some shopping in Kamloops and Revelstoke. But by far the best part of it was the drive. Once you got around the Kamloops area, it was all a desert. I had no idea we had all these desert hills out here. So cool.
Hey, po-po, when the killer's dead in the street for sure.
Then I made it to the next campground for the night, Cayush Creek Campground in Lillooet. Made some nice bacon and eggs and then took off early that morning. Then I was off to Whistler to go see an old friend. I stopped here along Duffy Lake to get some amazing shots. Got to Whistler, saw my friend, honestly didn't do too much, just hung around, did some shopping. After hanging out in Whistler for a few days, I headed to Horseshoe Bay, where I got on the ferry to Vancouver Island. Unfortunately, it was dark at this point, but it was the cheapest point to go at. I plan to take the ferry in the daytime, though, on the way back, so I can see the ocean. Then I had finally reached the island after about a 2-hour ferry ride. Arrived here around 1 a.m. and was quickly greeted by some deer. Then I was off to find myself a place to sleep.